Hey, what's up? It's Frankie Chen, and I'm here at the 2025 Canada's Walk of Fame. Oh, when the tenors want to fix your bow tie, you let them. What a power duo. Oh my goodness. George, you're presenting for Our Lady Peace tonight. Yes. Tanya Williams, congratulations. Here with Dr. Sam. And I'll be interviewing all the stars on the red carpet all night long. You are a power duo. You're matching. Beautiful, beautiful. What does it feel like to work with the legend Arissa Cox tonight?
It feels really good to work with her. I'm very excited. We became instant best friends.
Friendship is growing.
The friendship is just growing from here.
Sometimes it's just instantaneous. It just is.
There we go.
Madison is just an amazing talent. She owns every room she walks into, and I love that for her.
I love all these compliments.
What does it feel like to have like the pressure of being the voice of so many people in your community and beyond?
Well, I would say that dancing is the least interesting thing about me, and I think it's for everyone else out there too. To focus on our differences and what makes us us.
The Big Brother reboot, is it coming? Do we know? Is there anything?
When you find out, you better call me.
We're dying.
Yeah, I know. Same. Like, it was my favorite show, and I mean that, right? So we'll see.
This or that. Canadian Icons edition. Okay, Beaver Tails or Poutine?
Poutine.
Celine Dion or Michael Bublé?
Oh my God! Don't do that. No. What?
To the tenors.
Actually known as the Costa Rican Michael Bublé.
Oh my God!
It's the Michael Bublé in Costa Rica.
Celine, sorry. I love you, Michael. Love you.
Raptors or Maple Leafs?
The Leafs.
You picked the right guy for that.
Oh, did I?
You should have said Raptors or Canadians and watched the look.
I love the Raps, by the way.
Ketchup chips or all dressed chips?
Oh, ketchup chips, Netflix and chill with my ketchup chips. Get ill.
Oh, wait, you want the cheat sheet? Tanya Williams, congratulations. How does it feel to receive this incredible honor?
It is wild. It feels absolutely fantastic. Knowing that there'll be a little piece of a sidewalk that'll have my name, and long after I'm gone, and people will walk and go, who the hell is that?
No, they'll know.
And then they'll get on their phones and they'll go, oh, her. I feel really good about that.
Let's talk about the diversity, right? Diversity initiatives are being squashed in the United States, and it's awful. And how important is amplifying BIPOC voices right now at this time when the U.S. is being a little bit too much?
Here's our chance to move ahead of them. Really. I'm sure you've heard of the word global majority. The global majority is all that diversity is the whole world. And we need to be making content for the whole world, not for just a slice and a piece of the audience. So we want to make sure that Canada, is making as much diverse content as possible, and we should be selling it out there universally around the world. And one of the ways we need to do that is to create the star system in Canada. French Canada is doing a fantastic job. So what I'm saying is English Canada really needs to get our stars out in front so that the world recognizes the great talent we have here.
Obviously, you are a Canadian who's made his way in Hollywood. What Canadian trait did you have that allowed you to succeed in the U.S.?
Wow, I do think that like a lack of entitlement. I never thought that I deserved any of this. So I was going to go out and work my tail off for it. And I feel like humility mixed with work ethic, that to me, there's just a certain Canadian value system there that I was raised with, that I'm trying to raise my daughters with, and I feel like that's really been like the rocket fuel in my career.
Star Wars, universe, what can you tell us?
But I can't believe you're wasting a question on something you know I can't answer. What I can say.
You can't say anything?
Well, it's with another Canadian Ryan because I clearly have a fetish for Canadian Ryans.
Okay, fair.
Standalone movie in a time period that's never been shown in any Star Wars movie or show.
And how do you feel about it? You can tell us that.
Terrified, thrilled, stoked. The defining first world that blew my mind was what I saw in 1977 with Star Wars, which is why to make Starfighter and that it's coming out 50 years after the same weekend that the first Star Wars movie came out, that's like, whoa.
Advice for young, aspiring television hosts in this day and age of social media, content creators, influencers. One piece of advice for aspiring hosts.
It's not about you. It's not about the person you're interviewing. It's about how the person watching you feels at home. You're already winning. I'm already winning. We're so privileged. We're so lucky to have this spot. If it's just a celebration of how great our lives are, what a wasted opportunity. It's about finding people who had really difficult days, really beautiful days, and being the kind of person that they want to spend time with watching stuff as they swipe on through. It's never about us, it's about them.
I love that. Well,
What they can be. Not
Yes.
just about feeding people what they want. I think that's also a mistake.
Yeah.
You got way more than you bargained for on this answer.
no,
Like,
I
that's what I'm going for.
I wanted the answer. I wanted a genuine. I mean, that question was for me, to be fair. So I guess I already violated your lesson. Your lesson was make it about them. I made it about me because I wanted to know from you. Your voice is it is stunning. It is beautiful. It is amazing. Tell us.
Oh, you were there. Okay, yeah.
I was like, your face. I was like, oh no, she's upset.
No, because I've actually had several things this week, and I've drank too much wine.
Like when you're arguing with your husband on stage, like what? Yeah, what is that? Like, tell me about that. That banter. Honestly, your voice highlight of the night, but that banter was number 2. Are you always like that?
Yeah. What do you think? We've been together 30 years, man. So yeah.
Conflict breeds excellence.
Breeds something. Something's lost and something is gained.
Why do you think that Toronto is the place for global talent, for this recognition? There's film festivals everywhere, but TIFF is truly one of a kind. Why Toronto? What makes Toronto so special, so amazing? The secret sauce.
Toronto's a global city. I think we all know that. Half the people who live here were born outside of Canada. They remain connected to wherever they originally came from, and I think that cosmopolitan quality is really the secret sauce of this city. Canada has, I think, a kind of generosity and open-mindedness, which you see really concentrated in Toronto. At its best, Toronto is a city that's curious about what's new, what's next, what's coming from somewhere else. And that's what our audience really brings into the movie theater. When movies come in from 70, 80 different countries every year, they're ready for that.
You have been in some of the most, treacherous war zones around the world. And what have the people that you've worked with, the families, the children, what have they taught you most?
When you go into war zones and you see how quickly everything that we love can be erased and it can be compromised, in some cases overnight, one thing that does teach you is that every moment is precious. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but it really comes down to who you love and who loves you and holding on to those moments. And so I live my life, despite the heaviness of what I do, with tremendous joy. And I feel really, really privileged to be here, especially with my family and all of those who support me. It's been wonderful.
Well, thank you so much for your amazing work. I guess a question kind of in the same vein is you are in these zones that, life is grim. The future isn't necessarily always optimistic for these people. So what is your message of hope and of optimism?
There are always ways to make a difference, especially in the lives of children who are living with war. The most important thing is that you invest in organizations that are really helping them to rebuild and to recover. It's one of the reasons why we do work in the area of education and catch-up learning and reducing sexual and gender-based violence, helping children cope with the trauma of war. But you see what an extraordinary impact that has. Kids who were 10 years ago, or for the last 10 years, have not been able to attend school, and then, for example, because of our catch-up learning programs, they're able to get back into the appropriate grade level, and now they're talking about becoming doctors and lawyers and leaving their country, and artists and entrepreneurs and fashion designers, and it's an extraordinary thing. So never succumb to the cynicism, because I have seen firsthand just how little it takes to be able to really fundamentally change someone's life in very difficult places.
A truly incredible red carpet experience here at the 2025 Canada's Walk of Fame. We got to interview a whole bunch of celebrities, and I cannot wait to see them accept their awards.